My name is Cash Matlock. I'm with Queen City Newsfeed. And just to kind of get things started, I'd like for you guys to introduce yourselves and tell me about Scriptless in Seattle. So you guys can go ahead and start. Just whoever wants to go first.
My name is Justin, and we are with a show called Scriptless in Seattle. I'm the MC and group manager. We've been touring for the last few years now. And the beauty of this show is it's completely improvised. It's written all on the fly. So every single night that we do this show, it comes out completely different based on the audience in the room. So we never get sick of it. That's who I am. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Eli Popick. I started this group up with Justin a couple years ago now, something like 5 or 6.
We do improv, not math.
No, not a lot of it. And we won't be doing it live on stage. The improv we will, math we won't.
Not so much.
Yeah, we are on tour right now and we're finishing out our season.
Okay, so I know that you guys say that it's improv, it's unscripted there, but can you kind of give viewers like just kind of a gist of what they can expect?
Yeah, we're lying. It's completely scripted. Not kidding. So what can you expect? Let's see. So we're going to get up. We're going to start the show. We're going to be up there in tuxedos. And obviously, we'll introduce ourselves, and there'll be some theme music that plays. The way that it's going to work is we're going to actually get input directly from the people in the room. So we're going to start the show singing some sort of song of some kind. And what we'll get from the audience is, okay, you, sir, you in the front row, what's your name? Okay, your name's John. Perfect. The song is a song about John. And you in the back there, yes, in the pink blouse. So what is it that you do for a living? Oh, you're a veterinarian. Perfect. Okay, we've got John, who's a veterinarian, and we're going to sing for you a reggae number about, and that's the gist of how the song portion works. So we're going to directly pull information from the audience that's going to impact how we write the songs and do the freestyle raps. There's other portions of the show where, for instance, we'll do an infomercial, or we'll do games where we need people in the scenes themselves.
Yeah, and we'll bring them up on stage.
Exactly.
And they get to have their moment in the limelight and enjoy improving with us.
Anybody that feels like they just need to be the center of attention, the most important person in Meridian,
Other than Justin.
other than me, you have got the opportunity to do so and to be up in front of all of your peers and neighbors and friends and countrymen, lend them more than your ears.
I got you. Well, I know that you're talking about, kind of pulling people up and having them come on stage and things like that. There's a couple of like core rules when it comes to improv, right? Like there's always the rule of yes and just kind of go with the flow of things.
Pretty much. I usually break it with him, but
rules are meant to be broken. It's
if Eli's doing something dumb, I'm gonna shut him down.
No, he does sometimes. He's like, that was stupid.
Not very often. No. We generally stick to the rules, but
we do have a game called New Choice.
It's true.
Where you are told by someone off to the side that no, I didn't like that.
Do nothing else. It's a fun sketch.
Okay, I got you. So, what would you say like is some of your kind of inspiration? And maybe you guys have been into improv for a long time. Like, do you look to like things like Second City or any other of those clubs like that, or maybe even Saturday Night Live? I know a lot of that's scripted, but there's always those little improv moments. So, what kind of inspires you to do this, and what are you drawing influence from?
It's funny you bring up Saturday Night Live. The stage presence that they have is absolutely, something we want to emulate. They're fantastic at what they do and the commitment to the characters. But we actually trained under a guy who did Second City for a long time. One of my uncles did that. And I've met the people who did Who's Line backstage at one of their shows. So obviously they are, if you're doing improv in any way, shape, or form, you're going to have to pull influence from them in some way, shape, or form. You have to tip your hat. So,
yeah, and I think
ball spot.
People around this area are probably extremely familiar with Whose Line Is It? Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because I grew up with that show. That was such an amazing show. So when people come and see your show, what do you want them to kind of walk away with?
Let's see. Want to walk away from the show. I mean, it's not an educational piece for anything. I mean, we're not going to make you cry. We're not going to bring you to tears. It's not a drama.
Any medical advice we give you should not be.
Don't listen to that. Yeah, exactly. If we're giving medical advice, throw it out the window. It's not our field. But I think that people should come to the show with the expectation and frankly, just assumption that it's going to be so much fun. This type of thing doesn't always get to happen in theaters. A lot of times they stick to just scripted things, and it's a bit of a risk to come see a show like this, but it usually pays off. We have a lot of fun doing what we're doing. So the expectation is take a load off and show up at this show and ignore your job and ignore the college football score that happened last week and might happen again tomorrow night, and enjoy it.
But don't ignore those things if we ask you, though. We say, what is your job? We're going to say,
well, yeah, we need that information, and I think you get the idea.
Yeah, so I was going over your tour list. Looks like you guys have several cities that you're stopping in.
Sure.
Just talk to me a little bit about the tour and just kind of what you guys are doing and where you're going.
Yeah, we've been in a lot of states this year, a lot of travel. The way that it works out is there's not everybody is in every show. There's about 8 of us, similar to Whose Line Is It Anyway? And so it kind of rotates based on who's doing a certain stint of the tour. Eli and I have been there for just about all of it. But a lot of travel, a lot of, Eli missed a flight earlier this year. That was funny. You had to take a Greyhound from Dallas to Oklahoma City. That was pretty funny.
That was fun. I got to sleep in a Dallas bus station.
That's some good practice for improv, I guess. Never got to.
He was dead tired that night.
I was.
It's a real planes, trains, and automobiles experience for you.
But I made it to the show. We always make it to our shows, even if, sadly, hurricanes are involved.
But we did have to change our travel plans.
The show must go on, I suppose.
Or must go on. Yes, you did.
Okay, I got you. Well, are there any other pieces of the show? I know you don't want to reveal too much and you don't want to give anything away. You want people to come.
I couldn't reveal too much. I don't know what's happening.
That's very true. I guess that's very true. It's very improvised.
It's like an outline. I guess that's how you could view it. It's like when you write a paper, an outline before you actually go in and do it all. That's all we have. All of the actual meat is provided by the audience and then done on
a skeleton.
A human one. No.
A human skeleton, right?
So you never really do the same show twice, then?
Never, not even close. That's actually kind of what makes it fun for us, is we're discovering it at the same time as the audience. It's like, oh, so that's what we're singing about tonight. Okay. It's fun. So it's rewarding. I would get sick of doing the same show over and over again.
Sometimes it's, oh, that's what we're singing about tonight. I'm like, oh, that's a challenge. We get those,
okay,
but
sure.
we enjoy what we do.
So what do you do, like, if an audience member gives you something that kind of stumps you? I mean, how do you kind of
out of the building and they're not allowed to come back? That's not true. I don't know. We've done so much of this that stumped from the audience. Sometimes they'll give me like a job that I just have no idea what they do. Like they'll give me something and it's something in the medical field. I'm like, okay, but like in layman's terms, what is it that you actually study?
Right.
Oh, okay. You studied the heel bone. Cool. And then we do it. Thank you.
Every joke from there on out is Achilles related.
It's Achilles related. Yeah. So it's a lot of reference comedy. So more often than not, if I can boil something down to the gist of, okay, this is what you mean, and you're obviously way smarter than I am, but I'm going to do my best to not, embarrass your field of study or whatever it is that you do. So it's not so much as being stumped as like, okay, just give me a little bit more and we'll roll with that. Just work with us. Eli's slow. I'm slow.
So about how long does the show last? Like, how long do you guys kind of improv for?
Yeah, so it's about 45 minutes or so, an intermission, and then another 45 minutes. So it's a 2-act show. And again, it depends on how the scene is going. Sometimes a little longer than others, but that's a rough estimate.
Okay, well, is there anything else that you guys would kind of like to get across? Any questions that I didn't ask you or anything else you'd like to say in regards to your upcoming show at the Temple Theater?
Just that it's going to be worth your while. There's a lot of good ticket seats still available. You can get those now at the Temple Theater's website, at our website, scriptlessinseattle.com. You can reserve those. You can get them at the door. And it's 7 p.m. at the Temple Theater on Friday the 11th. Those are the dates, the times. And if you come to the show, we will make you laugh. It's a promise. It's a guarantee. I bet Eli's life on it.
I will bet Justin's as well.
There you go.
Well,
see?
You may not enjoy the ending of our show.
We might just die at the end.
Yeah,
we have a lot of fun, so prepare for that.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me. And I know that when people see this video, they're going to be ready to go and see you guys in the show.
Or scarred. I don't know. These guys are weirdos. Why would I go to their show?
Well, but anyway, we really appreciate you guys coming to Meridian. We're looking forward to it.
We're excited.
And we're excited to see you there.
Cool. Thank you so much, Cash. You have a great rest of your day.